following is a special presentation of ESPN on ABC.
Big D, big game. Dallas, Texas, ready to drop the green flag in one of the most anticipated games in recent NBA Finals history. The closest finals in over 40 years faces a decisive moment tonight. Who will take a coveted 3-2 series lead? LeBron James coming off a head-scratching subpar performance. How will the King respond as the pressure turned way up? You didn't know the spotlight could shine this bright, did you? NBA Finals, right now, it's on.
Even. Once again. Momentum has been difficult to seize in these finals. Rhythm hard to establish.
Miller puts it up. Air ball. The Mavericks have evened the series.
In Game 4, an ailing superstar willed his team to victory, while questions swirled around another.
8 points is definitely unexcusable for myself.
The drama builds. The stakes get higher.
Lay it all on the line tonight. Live. We got to go get it.
Heat. Mavericks. At the end of this night, one will be a victory away from a title. Game 5 of the NBA Finals is next on ABC.
Live from the NBA Finals in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to Buick Regal NBA Countdown.
Let me guess what you're thinking right now. Why are we watching this? More than 4 years ago, regular season game against the Bucks, because it was the last time LeBron James failed to score double digits. That is, before Tuesday's Game 4, when LeBron scored only 8 in a 3-point loss. The last 3 games of the finals, thick with subplots, drama, heroes and villains, and it has been tight. 3 total points have separated these teams in the last 3 games, and every game has come down to the last shot. Welcome inside the American Airlines Center, an arena on edge waiting for a 2-2 Game 5 of the NBA Finals. It's the usual crew right here. We got the best seats in the house. Stewart, Wilbon, JB, and the Hall of Famer Urban Magic Johnson. You guys got any fingernails left to chew?
No.
Y'all check. JB doesn't even check because he knows he does not. Let's do this thing. 5 things you got to know about Game 5 of the NBA Finals. More evidence about how close this has been. The last 3 games decided by 3 points or fewer. That's only happened 3 times in finals history and not since 1948.
Dallas has 6 comeback victories and trailing entering the 4th this postseason. The last time a team had that many was 1989. The Pistons won the title. I'm not going to tell you who they beat.
Against my Lakers.
LeBron James took the blame, but all of the big 3 struggled down the stretch in Game 4. When all were on the court in the 4th, the Heat missed 9 of 12 shots and had 4 crucial turnovers.
Will future Hall of Famer Jason Kidd step up tonight? Kidd was held scoreless in Game 4 and has failed to reach double figures in any game this series.
Hey, should we expect a huge bounce-back game from LeBron? Tuesday, his 4th career postseason game under 15. The other 3, he only averaged 21 and 37% shooting afterwards. Here's LeBron earlier today.
I've had a few subpar games this postseason. You know, one in Chicago, one in Boston, and just try to bounce back the next game, understanding what's at stake and understanding what I need to do to help our team win. So this is a big game, probably the biggest game of my life, and I'm approaching it that way. Well, not probably, it is.
LeBron is the subject of sports blogs, Twitter, the internet. He even tweeted late last night, early this morning, now or never, which brought more scrutiny. Magic, what's this guy's mindset right now?
Well, I think he's just getting himself into the game. He said this is the biggest game of his life. Stuart, he just has to be more aggressive. Let's look at some numbers. In the all total of 4 games in the 4th quarter, he only has 9 points.
Total points.
Total points. In the Chicago series, he averaged 8 free throw attempts a game. In this series against Dallas, only 3.5. That means he's not aggressive. He's passive. So what I expect out of LeBron is to just come out and be aggressive take the ball to the basket and play LeBron James basketball. He doesn't have to score 30 points, but he can score 20 and still have a great game.
You know, I don't think there's ever been a professional basketball player as scrutinized as LeBron James. And now that results in rooted against. And this all goes back to July 8th and the decision and whatever people want to think about it. But also the age of new media that we live in. LeBron engages in back and forth Twitter conversations. We heard talk about how he tweeted earlier today, this is the biggest game of his life. It seems that people are just lined up outside the South Florida precincts to root against LeBron. I talked to him last week about this whole villain aspect because I don't believe LeBron's a villain. It's not him. He's taking it on, guys, but I just wonder if he's comfortable in that and if any of that has anything to do with his performances.
Well, he's going to have to be great. But if he's great, it better not come at the expense of Chris Bosh, who's played well in the last 2 games, or Dwayne Wade, who has been off the charts, just under 30 points a game, just under 59% shooting. He's got to be great. He can't take away from these guys. And believe me, the Dallas Mavericks would welcome the fact if LeBron James wants to be that #1 scorer and Dwayne Wade and Bosh take a back seat, they take that. So he's got a fine line to walk here tonight. How aggressive is he going to be?
The Heat fans may be worried. Critics may be ready to pounce. D. Wade, no issues with LeBron. Dwayne Wade said, quote, "I'm not worried about him. Eventually, he's going to do something amazing, and it's going to put us over the top." Will LeBron win the NBA Finals Player of the Game presented by T-Mobile? It is up to you to decide. So text the last name of your choice for Player of the Game to 38657 from any wireless phone or go to NBA.com/vote to vote online. Voting opens at the end of the second quarter. Hey, on the flip side, despite running a fever, Dirk Nowitzki was the man again for Dallas in Game 4. He's just been great. When we come back, a health update and the Mavericks' most valuable player. Game 5 coming up on ABC.
Buick Regal NBA Countdown, brought to you by. Welcome back to Buick Regal NBA Countdown.
Let's go old school back in the day on this date in 1987. Our friend, our colleague, the most iconic shot of his career. Magic.
Your sky hook.
The sky hook.
And look at them shorts.
No, let's not.
The baby sky hook.
3 guys trying to block that shot. Nobody could get it.
That moment happened in a finals Game 4 for Magic. It was a Game 4 to forget for LeBron James. Let's look back at how the Mavericks tied this series at 2 games apiece.
Whatever it is you're doing, there can't be a weak link.
Nowitzki struggling with his shot.
Dirk looks exhausted to me.
Wade, 2-hand jam on the alley-oop.
Ahead for Terry on the run out, plays it up and in, and the Mavericks have the lead.
Drives underneath, layup, he puts it in. Wade lost the ball, goes to the backcourt, gets it to Miller. Miller puts it up. Air ball. The Mavericks have evened the series.
Personally, I need to play better to help our team win.
Wilbon, you were in the Mavericks locker room. I'm guessing you have some non-legible notes there in that notebook of yours.
I got to strain the CD. No lineup changes that we know of tonight, which means J.J. Barea, after a win, would be staying in that lineup. Dirk Nowitzki says his fever's gone. He feels great. Sean Marion's calf says it feels fine. Deshaun Stevens' knee, that covers all the people with Sean in their name, says that feels fine. Brendan Haywood will be inactive, which means heavy minutes, but Tyson Chandler can't afford to get in foul trouble. And Rick Carlisle is perplexed. You know why? He says, quote, "The amazing thing is Dwayne Wade scored 32 points against us in the last game. I haven't gotten a single question about how I'm going to deal with him. It's been all LeBron all the time."
Well, look, Michael, what blown me away is how the starters played so great in Game 4 for the Dallas Mavericks. They combined for 37 points. The help that Dirk needed, they provided that help.
And the help that you called for.
Oh, no question about it. And I tell you, Tyson Chandler is the key. 16 big rebounds and 9 offensive. He shut down the middle. He played a great game. Can he do the same tonight?
Guys, I feel like the Mavs haven't played a great game yet. Now, I will credit the Miami Heat for that. This defense is sensational, but you know how these things come to me, Wilby, sometimes. I get this feeling. You remember Ray Allen a few years ago?
Yes.
I think these shooters, those shots are a little closer. They're rimming it out now. And they're going to shoot the ball better. And it takes one guy. It's a trickle-down effect. When you see one guy making shots.
Who you got?
So, no, Barea is at 25%. Terry's at under 40%. And Dirk Nowitzki's at 42%. I think Dirk shoots the lights out tonight because a couple other guys, Barea, Terry, are going to shoot the ball well. And I think the Mavs win comfortably.
Oh, wow.
Comfortably.
J.J. Barea told me, he said, look, it's been 4 games. We haven't shot well. It's about time. If Dallas wants that confetti and a parade, tonight's crucial. They'd go back to Miami down 3-2 if they lose. And no team has ever won games in 6-7 on the road to win an NBA title. All right, now let's go back to Miami. JB, Magic, what are the Buick Regal keys to a Miami Heat victory tonight?
Well, I'll have to bring up LeBron again.
Who?
Because it is LeBron,
Who?
I think.
LeBron.
I think he tweeted something earlier.
He's a player, right? He plays for the Heat.
Missed shots. Got to be more assertive. Get himself to the free throw line like Magic talked about. And be LeBron James. Where are you, my friend?
Well, from the outside shooters, Mike Miller have to knock down these wide open three-point shots. They were only 2 for 14 as a team in game 4 from the three-point line.
Get it done in the clutch. 3 areas, turnover, 6 of them in the fourth quarter. Shot selection, they were 5 for 15 in the fourth for just 14 points. And then defensive breakdowns, 2 Dirk Nowitzki layups to finish the game. Can't happen, or Dallas goes up 3-2.
Hey, how can you be a great future Hall of Famer and still be under-recognized? Dwayne Wade, the 3rd highest scoring average in NBA Finals history behind Rick Barry, John's dad, and Michael Jordan. D-Wade's been doing it on both ends of the floor, hoping his Heat break a 2-2 logjam tonight. Game 5 of the Finals coming up next on ABC.
To victory, turbocharged by the Buick Regal. Buick Regal NBA Countdown, brought to you by the all-new sport-injected Buick Regal Turbo and Taco Bell. Think outside the bun.
Everybody understand how important every possession is, man. The ball on the floor, we got to get on the floor. If the ball in the air, somebody got to go get it, man. We got to win every possession. We got to win all the hustle plays tonight, dog. Start from the jump, man. This is what it's about right here, man. They're in the way of our championship, man.
Let's take a page out of the history books. Best Game 5s in the Finals when the series is even at 2, 1970, guys. Willis Reed, injured early. 1976, maybe the best finals game ever.
Greatest basketball game ever.
Wasn't that your 40th birthday?
I was 14.
That ain't right.
Greatest game ever.
1997, MJ's flu game.
That was the game. Come on.
Greatest performance.
Unbelievable.
Michael scored 38.
Boston,
yeah, best game in history.
05, Big Shot Rob.
Oh, man.
Robert Horry.
Spurs 1-point victory over the Pistons in overtime. What drama might go down tonight? Let's go on the floor with Gatorade to see who is primed to perform. Magic, what do you expect from LeBron James tonight?
Well, he's got to play Stewart better defense because in the fourth quarter, he allowed the shooter, Jason Terry, to score 8 points. So not just aggressive on offense, he must be aggressive also on defense because that's what really fuels him and gets him going. I expect an all-around dominant game from LeBron James.
There's a new word here in Dallas. It's called redurculous. JB, what do you expect from the big German?
I believe he's going to be re-energized. Wilby, you said he feels great. He's just at 42% in the series. J.J. Barea, Jason Terry, Deshaun Stevenson, if they knock down some early shots, that gives Dirk a little bit more space. Those defenders have to stick with the shooters. We know he doesn't need much space at all. You give him a little more space, I think he's in for a huge shooting night tonight.
All right, Wilbon, how is this finals impacting D-Wade's legacy?
I mean, all he continues to do is play great games in the NBA Finals. These are his scoring totals, guys. 28, 23, 42, 36, 43, 36, 22, 36, 29, and 32. His lowest game, 22 points. When you're up there with Barry and Jordan in the NBA Finals, that's rarefied air.
Real quick, one word. Who wins tonight?
Miami.
$98-89 Dallas.
I think Dallas is not going to win at home. I think Miami's going to win.
Thanks for watching the Buick Regal NBA Countdown. National Anthem starting lineups coming up. We'll see you at halftime.
They walk a tightrope to victory. Action meets reaction. Poise mixes with passion. Struggling for control, neither can keep. Each defined by its leader. One, an electric flash of high-flying spectacle. One confronts challenge after challenge and responds. All even once again, with everything still to be settled. Game 5 begins now.
Good evening and welcome to the American Airlines Center for Game 5 of the 2011 NBA Finals. Featuring the Miami Heat and your Dallas Mavericks. We ask that you please rise for the presentation of our nation's colors by the Texas Army National Guard. And now for the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Dallas' own international award-winning vocal group, Acoustics.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the
Acoustics. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Eastern Conference champion, Miami Heat. At forward, in his 8th season from St. Vincent St. Mary, number 6, LeBron James. At forward, in his 8th season from Georgia Tech, number 1, Chris Bosh. At center, in his 4th season from UNLV, number 50, Joel Anthony. At guard, in his 13th season from Arizona, numeral 0, Mike Bibby. And at guard, in his 8th season from Marquette, number 3, Dwayne Wade. The head coach of the Miami Heat is Eric Spoelstra. The starting lineup for your Western Conference champion, Dallas Mavericks. At guard, in his 17th season from California, number 2, Jason Kidd. At guard, in his 5th season from Northeastern, number 11, J.J. Bonilla. At center, in his 10th season from Dominguez, number 6, Tyson Chandler. At forward, in his 12th season from UNLV, numeral 0, the Matrix, Sean Marion. At forward in his 13th season from Würzburg, Germany, number 41, The head coach of the Dallas Mavericks is Rick Carlisle. Ladies and gentlemen, Game 5 is next!
And so it continues. You've lived your life for this one moment. A chance to march into the pantheon of greatness, where a legacy of champions awaits.
Get ready for basketball battle, the NBA
An almost unthinkable storyline has unfolded in this NBA Finals.
And I'm guaranteeing everybody here, next year we're going to win it again.
Tonight, the real season begins.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
It's 89-84. Sixers, and they get inside.
I want to tell you something. Somebody up there is on our side.
Collins on the floor. What a play by Dave Collins. Oh, my!
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
It has been a riveting NBA Finals for the Heat and the Mavericks. Alternating wins through the first 4 games. The last 3 have not been decided until the final shot was taken. And tonight, the spotlight on LeBron James and how he responds to the worst playoff performance of his career. The spotlight also on the Mavericks' Dirk Nowitzki, whose 4th quarter play in this postseason has carried the Mavericks to within 2 wins of their first championship. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Game 5 of the 2011 NBA Finals, along with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand, Doris Burke with us as well. What a series it's been so far. High drama, stirring comebacks, and intriguing storylines. And none more intriguing right now than LeBron James. How does he bounce back from an 8-point performance in Game 4? Did not score at all in the 4th quarter. It's been dissected every which way, Mark. What's going on with him right now, and what does he need to do tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, any player can have a bad game, but this is not any player. This is LeBron James, and this is the NBA Finals. The way he bounces out of it is energy and effort. Blow by defense, takes a picture. You got to get back into the thick of the play. Look to make plays in the paint area. Once again, this is the LeBron James that we expect to see. Dunking the basketball, 2 guys on his back. Instead, drops it off. Can happen. In transition, in a home run trot. If you want to win the ring, get back in transition. Dwayne Wade holds the fort down, and LeBron is still trotting. Got to do a better job. This is the LeBron James that we need to see. Explosive, attacking the rim, swagger, and believing that he's the baddest man on the planet.
And the numbers in that Game 4, 0 points in that 4th quarter and just 1 assist. He played all 12 minutes. Meanwhile, for the Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki in that Game 4, he didn't have an especially good game, Jeff, until that 4th quarter. He's only shooting 42% from the field in the series, but somehow he's finding a way to get it done at crunch time.
Well, through the first 3 quarters, the Miami Heat are doing a great job in guarding Nowitzki. But in the 4th quarter, particularly in the last 3 games, Dirk Nowitzki has found a way in a myriad of ways. Game 2, he made the 2 big buckets. Game 4, he made the 2 big buckets. I think Dirk Nowitzki has so much pressure on him that even though Dwayne Wade's numbers are better than Nowitzki, I think right now he's the MVP so far of these finals because he delivers at moments like this, and he has so much burden on his shoulders.
He had plenty of help in Game 4, but once again came through in the clutch down the stretch of the fourth quarter. It is now a best-of-3 series. Mavericks and the Heat deadlocked at 2 games apiece. Who will win the pivotal Game 5? Tip-off coming up next.